Hello friends, how are you today? I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy and welcome to my studio. So I gotta make sure we're live because I'm not sure if I disconnected or not. So let me just look at my channel to make sure that we're fine. Let's see. I think we're live. So let's get going, okay? Because it processed my video, so I think we're going good. Well, anyways, let's get going. I'm Nancy Thompson. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skaneateles, New York, and I welcome you to my studio. Today, it's all about buzzing with bees here. Hi, Colleen. It made me nervous because I thought I ended the video and I hadn't even started, so I'm not sure what happened. But anyways, we're gonna get rolling here. So today we're using that fabulous, I didn't grab it, bee designer paper. Here's a piece of it, which is fabulous, right? I used it on Wednesday for a sketch card. And, well, I guess it was a one-sheet wonder, right? Yes. So today we're doing a fun fold. So hi, Colleen and Kathy. Welcome. So today we're using the Everyday Arches dies, and I love them. They are like, I totally missed out on them. They came available in the January online exclusives. I'm pretty sure it was January. Online exclusives, and I procrastinated about buying them, and I'm in love with them now. So okay, let's get started. All right, it's Friday, the sun is shining, it's like almost 70 degrees here, at least a good 65, so we're in heaven today. So you can find the online exclusives. I don't think I sent a PDF with the online exclusives from January, but I have done one for the March online exclusive. The first one will look like this, so I'm going to try to do that whenever they come available, okay? Every other month we get new product, okay? And there's more new ones coming out in May, and the new catalog starts in May as well, so that's exciting. So let's look at what was released in January. So January had the set of dies right here, and they all nest within each other, and there's so many different uses for these. I'm hoping that they carry over. Well, they're in the online exclusive, so they're there until they decide to until sales start to drop, and then they'll probably start weaning off with it. Okay, so hopefully they're here for a while, because this was a bundle. And it came with this stamp set, Everyday Arches. So these arched words fit within the dies, which are really cool. And then in March, they came out with this one, a coordinating stamp set, Arched Wishes. And these are really cool. We used this in my stamp club last week, or this week. Yeah, week is just going by so fast. So this is a fabulous, it complements this one really, really well. And then there is the I think what turned me off was the designer paper, okay? So it's Everyday, what's it called? Everyday Skies here. And I think just all this paper with I just couldn't see a vision with this, so I think that's what stopped me from buying the dies. But I think you could buy the dies and just be in love with using it for so many different projects. I think I only bought one pack of this, but there are some generic patterns on the back side as well. Okay, so if you don't like the paper, even if you don't like the stamp set, I think the dies are a great set of dies to have in your tool library. And then we're also using these postage dies. Is that what they're called? Yeah, where'd the rest go? Perennial postage dies. I have a feeling these are probably going to retire, but maybe not. Maybe the dies will hang around, but the perennial lavender's been here a while, so who knows? I won't know till I look at that catalog. So, okay, so that's what we're using today. And if you're not a subscriber, what the heck did I touch here? I don't know what. I touched. Let's see, where did that come from? Let me see. I don't know what I touched. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. I think maybe it won't go away, but we'll leave it there. If you're new to my channel and you're not on my newsletter, go subscribe to my newsletter, because that's where I put the PDF for the March online exclusives. So, and you can grab it there. It'll be there until May, okay? All right, so let's clear the decks here and let's create this fun fold. It's so easy. Do you guys want to see it ahead of time? I showed my Stamp Club members my alternate sample. So maybe you might need to see it just to kind of get a vision on how it's going to go together, okay? Hi, Joan. Welcome. So my fun fold is this. It's got like, I'm using this as this postage label die here as my little buckle there, my little stopper, and it just, so the arch here is what helps create your fun fold, and using this designer paper, it just makes it such a happy card. And then you just kind of give it a little twirl there and it tucks right in. So let me share with you how to make this, okay? So we're going to do some bubble bath. We're going to first start with a 5.5 by 8.5 inch piece of cardstock, okay? We're going to pull in our paper cutter here, our paper trimmer, and we are going to score at 4 1/4 inches. So we score our cardstock in half. Make sure you're using the light one on our paper trimmer, so score it. And it doesn't matter which side you take 1 inch off, okay? So just grab 1 inch and take 1 inch, and that's what's going to become our front piece, okay? And this is scrap. You can keep it, use it for later on, okay? And that's all we have to do to start our card base. So let's grab our bone folder and really put a nice burnish on this, okay? Just so you've got that. Let me just put make sure you guys can see everything. Okay, then we're going to start with, I'm using 2 sets of, let me grab my dies again, if I can find them. So what ones did I use? I can't remember. So I used that one, and then the next one down is what I used, okay? So it's going to be the 4th and the 5th largest, okay? And so I just cut a piece ran this through the die cutting machine with cardstock, and then the smaller layer with designer paper, and I cut 2. You could use different, maybe you could use a different pattern here, or you could even, well, like here I used a different pattern as well, but on this one I'm going to keep it both the same, okay? So hi Betty, welcome. Oh, I'm so glad it's sunny and warm there. Okay, I take it back. We are going to use our paper trimmer one more time, okay? So we're going to take our cardstock and we're going to trim off 1 inch, or we're going to score 1 inch. Phew! We're going to score it 1 inch, okay? Because that's what's going to create our little flap there to adhere our card. And then this we're going to cut off 1 inch. Okay, maybe just a hair under 1 inch. All right, so we'll do it on both of them and just have it flat against the guide, okay? And whether you keep these or use them for something else, that's totally up to you. Okay, now we're done. So today I had classes, so it was fun having customers over and creating. So I love it when it's a class day. It's just kind of gets my inspiring juices flowing, and there's just so much I want to do. Okay, so let's take some liquid glue, and I'm simply going to adhere this right dab in the center, okay? So let's add some liquid glue. I need to refill my little fine glue bottle. I haven't done that yet. So let's add some liquid glue here. Try not to get it on too thick. I want it fairly close to that emboss line, and we're just going to eyeball it here. I don't want it to go past. I want it to stay even with this edge, okay? And we'll let that set for a minute. Now let's add, we can go at, this is going to be a piece of white. It's 5 1/4 long and 3 inches wide is what it is. And let's add some glue. What a difference. It's hard to go back after this when I've been using that fine tip bottle. I feel like I'm just got glue everywhere. Okay, so we're going to put this here. All right, now we're going to cover up this area here. So this is a 1 inch strip right there, because this was 3 and normally you have, you know, like a 4 by 5 1/4. So we need a 1 inch piece, right? By 5 1/4. So let's add that. So I'm just butting it right up against that basic white cardstock. All right. And if you wanted to, you could cover up this seam. I didn't on the other one. You know what? Maybe I will. That looks kind of cool. So let's cover this up. Try to go easy, gentle here with the glue. There we go. I'm going to just go underneath and snip that off. All right. Okay, so we're getting there, right? So let's go and glue this on here. So the 1 inch kind of gave it a border here. And I mean, you could do a little bit less, so it butts right up to that seam, but I was okay with it being centered on there. So let's just add this. Let's get a nice border all the way around. And then let's put this one on right here. So what do you guys think? Is this looking like it's a fairly easy fun fold to do? If you didn't have an arch, you could also use other shapes like the hexagons that come with the bee bundle. That would be really cool. It could even be a circle. It could be a lot of different shapes. You just want it big enough so it's going to kind of float over to your card front. Okay, we still got a couple more pieces. So this is a 3 inch by 5 1/4. So let's add this. We're going to put this one right onto the front. So let's put this onto the front panel. And then we've got some honey jars. We're going to add this right here, okay? There's so many different ways, so many different patterns that you could mix and match to create a different card each single time. Okay, I like having this over here too. Besides, we have to use up that designer paper, right? This adds so much. There we go. Look at that. I love this. Okay, let's create our closing mechanism, okay? So I think the pool party will look great. So let's go with that. So we're gonna just use 3 dimensionals, and I'm gonna keep it away from the outer edge a little bit. I don't want it very close to that outer edge because I want that oval to tuck into there. All right. So let's just get an idea. So see, you want to be able to give it a little lift and let it tuck in there with ease, okay? But not too far away that you're really stretching it. Okay, hi Gail, it is a gorgeous day. Okay, so, and you do not want you want to make sure your dimensionals are not touching this flap as well. So I just kind of go up from the bottom until I can feel it just about touch and back it off and adhere down, okay? And look at that. It will open and close with ease. Okay, we're almost done here. We're gonna stamp. I have the hexagon, heartfelt hexagon punched out of basic white, and we're gonna use that Celebrate You, which was from the Sentimental Park. Okay, so let's grab that. So let's stamp this. We're almost to the really fun part. Oh, that fussy cutting of bees, right? Okay, there we go. So let's add this on. You know what? Excuse me. We're gonna decorate it first, okay? Well, I've been fussy cutting here. I just, I don't know. I needed more images, fussy cuts. So we got to decide, because this is going to go right up here on the card front. So I got to decide if I want a bigger one or go with smallers. I almost think he's a little too big. Yeah, he's sticking out. What about, do I have this one? Nope. Here. Yeah, that's too big too. Okay. So I just used some old embellishment containers that I've kept to help sort things as I'm working. Okay. Let's put that guy up there. Let's put him here. And let's go with, hopefully I have one. Oh, there we go. And we'll put this guy over here. All right. So let's do that. Okay. Let's pull this off. And we'll add some glue here, just on the bottom part of our butterfly. That's where I should have my silicone mat out, right? So I'm going to get glue all over, because this will resist the glue. Okay, yep, I got a little bit hanging over. So let's use our silicone mat. And, okay, got a little bit here. There we go, and then one more bee here. So, Stampin' Up! Release next, the new in colors for this year. So, I'll have news about that in our email as well. Gail, did you see the lunar eclipse? I actually did too. It was really beautiful. But it was chilly out there. Brr. I fell asleep in the chair and I'm like, okay, I want to see this, and woke up just in time to go see it. And then I was off to bed. Oh, thanks, Joan. I'm so glad you enjoy them. That's what I love to do. I love to share creativity. Okay, so let's add some dimensionals on here. And sometimes, you know, when you add those, so you can overlap it and make sure maybe a dimensional is added to those pieces you just adhered as well, so it's stable. Okay, so let's add this to our card front. Okay, there we go. I love this. And then we're going to add, yeah, what are we going to add? Let's add, let's see. I guess we'll go, do I want a heart? Do I want a bee with a flower? Or one with the heart? I think I'm going to go with the heart, since there's so many hearts on here, right? The mama bee. Okay, so let's add some dimensionals on here. I'm going to add, two big ones. And then let me see what I got for minis here. Been using a lot of minis lately. These wings of the butterfly work great for the minis. Okay. Can't wait to share the other samples with you. And I've been working on more classes for in-person classes, so, and I'm gonna have to put some thought in for classes to go. All right, which ones can be offered as a to-go class, because there's just so many. All right, let's just add this fella right here. I love it. We're gonna add some bling, so let's grab some basic rhinestones here. Okay, let's see, where did I put one? Let's go, I think we're gonna go with some little ones here, because I love putting them in the center of these flowers. Let's put one here, and we'll go there. Okay, we are done. Voila. And then I left the inside blank, so it could be celebrate a birthday, it could be celebrate an anniversary, it could be whatever. Okay, so that'll be blank. You could add some bees to the inside here, whatever you would like to do. I mean, see, that would be cute too. Yeah, let's just add him. Her. Is it a him or a her? I don't know. I guess all the worker bees are male, so, and there's just the one queen bee, right? Is that how it works? So, fun card. Thank you. Oh, that is nice, Joan. I'm glad you get a break. All right. It's always good to be able to have a break so you can get some things done. I know all about that. Okay. There we go. And then for the envelope, I've got my envelope done, which is, let's see, right here. So I did the little tiny bees. So there's our envelope. Okay, here's this one that's like that. Okay, let's make sure we're cleaned off here. Let's move our die out of the way. So who has these and who is going to want to order these now? That's right, gal. So important. Okay, look at this one with the honey pots. I just added the honey pots here on the front there. So if you're loving this, here's my March host code, where if you spend $50 or more, you get a free thank you gift from me of this month. It's 6 cards, a supply kit for 6 cards, and it's with the it's using the Everyday Happiness designer paper. All right, it's got some one sheet wonders in it. Here's this one right here. So I put my words down here this time, and lots of honey pots and bees all flying around. And it just tucks so easy. And then look at this one. This one I made it landscape. So so it can go either way. You just have to, I had to die cut this paper a couple of times. I will say that, because I was not, you know, on the paper going like up and down this way, and when it's sideways like this, getting it in the right direction. So you do need to think, and also, like, if I'm using this design, what's on the inside, then my arch has got to go the opposite way. So so think about how you're cutting as well. So here, this one just pops downward. Okay, so these guys are going up and these guys are going up, so you gotta really think a little bit, and voila, there we go. So I like these. I don't know, I don't think it needs anything else, because I love this bee on there. It just was perfect. Okay, so that's with Cute as Can Be designer paper. But let me share with you, here's this one with the perennial lavender right here. I'm sure this is going to retire. And then it uses the heart, whatever the heart dies were from last November, the Marbled Elegance Suite collection. And then this just, in this one I embossed basic white cardstock. See the embossing on there? And then just open it up like this. Voila. So there's that one. And then here's this one. I like this one. I love this stamped image. It's the first time I've used it. So, and I'm probably sure that's going to retire because the dies that went with this retired. And here's this. And I'm thinking this stamped image would look great on here as well, instead of the hearts, just swapping them a little bit. So, all right, well, I'm hoping this has inspired you and left you with lots of information to get in your craft room and stamp some cards and share them with others. So you like it in landscape? I'm so glad. Yeah, isn't that kind of cool? So it doesn't have to be that way. It could open this way too. Whoops, it could open. Let me go back to my desktop because I kind of left that. So landscape is great that way, but you could also make the flap open this way as well, and then like this. So just so many possibilities. And it could open like this as well. It just on how you cut your paper, and it could fold down like that. This could be a gift card holder down in here. So will we be doing this in club next month? I'm not quite sure, okay? Possibly, okay? We'll see. It's on my list. Either April or May, I'm guessing, okay? But we'll get to it. All right, thank you guys. Let me make sure. Anything else? That's it. So leave me a message if you try this, because I would love to know. I'm hoping to do a PDF tutorial on this as well. And I thank you so much for joining me. Have an awesome weekend. I'm going to be busy working on some classes, more new classes, fresh classes. So pay attention to my newsletter about that, because it'll be in the next newsletter edition. I should be working on taxes instead of classes, but it's time to get some classes done, right? So anyways, okay guys, have a great weekend and we will see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.